Decade of Babes. After the previous vision, I saw what I have tagged the Decade of Babes. I had the impression it was showing what would happen in the decade following this one. I saw that the horsemen from this decade changed into centaurs. So now there was a line of half men with white half horse parts, and the other line was half men with brown half horse parts. Also, the long swords from those who were formerly horsemen had been changed into very long spears. These two lines, as two walls, formed a passageway for whoever was to pass through. There were 10 pairs as well, representing 10 years. There was something different about these. They were standing still with such reverence, you could tell they were either expecting somebody extremely important to pass through, or they were in awe of those about to come through. Then I saw children, say between 5 to 8 years of age. I saw these children begin to come through the passageway. They looked like they were even dancing. They were dancing and marching through in a single file. This time, there was no slicing or deworming as with the previous decade. Rather, the centaurs were hitting the ground with the ends of the shafts of their spears, causing a great quaking. As the children kept walking through, amidst the quaking, things that they should be rid of were just jumping out of them. The quaking also went ahead of them to cause terror in the camps of the enemies they were to fight. It seemed they had more giants to fight, and bigger ones at that. And they were excited. It looked like they would achieve much more success than the warriors of the previous decade. Then I noticed something wonderful. After a while, it seems the children that were now coming through were reducing in size. This is what I mean. Much younger children, say toddlers, were now the ones coming through. It looked extremely ridiculous. But that was not the worst I was yet to see. Then after a while, it was babies, real babies. They still had diapers on. I don't know how, but they were walking on their feet, though there were some that crawled through. It seemed very obvious to me that literal babes and sucklings were going to dominate the decade following this. Concerning 2021, I kept hearing the need to watch and pray because temptation is coming. It didn't sound like a general temptation, but something specific that was going to come for us. A winning strategy was brought to mind. Concentration of forces. Overcome one enemy every day, not every enemy in one day. There was something about a coming drought. I got Jeremiah chapter 14 and chapter 28. It felt like it was going to be physical. 27th December 2020. Brother S.E. Copyright Gamwatch.